just running into there with your rifle, getting ready to save your country, and you just look, and there's just two dudes making out with each other. Yeah! Yep, you're reading that right. The U.S. government actually tried making a gay bomb. But before we get into that, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because these videos actually take a really long time to make, and you'd be doing me the biggest favor if you actually did do those things. But without further ado, let's talk about how the U.S. military tried making you gay. So in 1994, some people in the U.S. government thought it was like, oh man, what if we didn't make a bomb that blew people up? What if instead we made it to where they can fall in love with each other? Yo, bro, oh my goodness, it's not even like, this is like the idea of a 12-year-old. Like, I feel like a 12-year-old would have this, like this epiphany, because who's thinking about that, like, for real? Yo, like, what? And the whole idea was about it is that they thought, like, oh, it's gonna make the soldiers so distracted they're not gonna want to fight. And it was just a weird idea, because why would you make a gay bomb? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But like, it wasn't actually like a bomb, but it was like a thing that was gonna drop on like the soldiers that they were like attacking. I'm putting up air quotes because in this circumstance, you know, attacking. But it was supposed to spread out chemicals that was supposed to change the way that, you know, they didn't want women anymore, they wanted men, or like the opposite gender of theirs. And it was a bomb that was supposedly to make them really attracted to each other. It was weird. Who thinks about this? Like, you gotta think, someone was sitting down and they were just doing their job or whatever, and that just came to mind. What were they doing to think about that? Were they gay and was just like with their loved one and was just like, huh, that could work? And by the way, this is a U.S. government official. So there's a possibility that they know something no one else is supposed to know, and that's the thing that came to their head. Yo, what? Knows World War III is about to happen. Gay bomb. And then some scientists at a place called the Wright Laboratory tried figuring out how it could work. Like, they tried finding chemicals for it, but most importantly, they needed money to actually put the idea into effect. So did it work? No. Unfortunately not. See, it didn't work because there was no possible way they could, like, find a way to, like, alter someone's chemicals in their brain to make them gay. So they just canned the idea. Which is really crazy because, oh my goodness, bro, listen. What's crazy about this is that they not only had the idea, but they actually tried to make it happen. Meaning, in good conscience, okay, listen real quick. In good conscience, they thought of the idea of a gay bomb and actually tried applying it to reality. They actually tried to make you or someone else gay. That's crazy! What's so funny about this is that not only did they have the idea, but they actually acted on it, which is insane! So the government decided not to go forward with this plan, so it just stayed hidden for a really long time. And then for a very long time, no one knew about the gay bomb. It was just one of the ideas that the U.S. government had, like, scrapped, like, thrown into the pile, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a long list of ideas. It was an idea of, like, a long list that just didn't work out, so they just decided to can it. And, you know, no one knew about the gay bomb for a long while. And then in the early 2000s, a group named the Sunshine Project, I'm not kidding, they were actually called that. But in the early 2000s, a group named the Sunshine Project actually would do this thing where they would find out U.S. government secrets, and then they'd expose them to the public. And guess which one they found out about? I'm pretty sure you can guess. Yo, but listen, here's what's crazy about it. So since the Sunshine Project found the idea of, like, the gay bomb, there is a slight chance that they found, like, a bunch of other things, but that's the thing that they went with. So, like, for example, there's, like, a bunch of U.S. secrets that they could have got a hold on, and that's the one that they picked. World War III propaganda, where Bigfoot is actually at. And then we got gay bomb. Ooh, let's go with that. What? Like, since they found the idea of the gay bomb, there's a chance that they found another plethora of ideas, but that's the one that they went with. It's just so beautifully hilarious. It just makes so much, it's just so funny. And then the Sunshine Project actually got their hands on Air Force documents that talked about the gay bomb. Oh, bro, this is too good. This is too good to be a YouTube video, dude. I'm not even... And they found out that they asked the military for $7.5 million in order to actually put this idea into effect. which at the time was really shocking, but it was also really funny. And when the world found out about these documents, they thought, a lot of them were amused, a lot of them were like confused, and a lot of them were angry, rightfully so, because, you know, the US government trying to control you with chemicals doesn't sound really good. It does on paper, but it does when you actually say it out loud. And then at first, the US Air Force, like, didn't want to talk about it, and then later in life, they admitted to it. They were like, yeah, we actually did try doing that, but it was just a thought idea. Like, we had never actually built a gay bomb, which, but also, it would have been really funny to, like, oh my goodness, dude, imagine you're at war. You're at war, right? Dang. So, but like, imagine you're at war and you're just running into there with your rifle, getting ready to save your country, and you just look and there's just two dudes making out with each other. Yo! That would have been beautiful! That would have been so funny! And then, and then the media finds out that something like this happened. And you know, when the media finds out that the U.S. government is trying to make a gay bomb, they're gonna talk about it. News channels, radio hosts, comedians, a lot of people made jokes about it, and a lot of people were like, why would the government even think about this? Like, what made them think about this? Which I think is really funny, because, like, what did make them think about that? Like, for real. And, you know, as soon as something like this comes out, the internet, and, like, they just made memes about it, and they just thought it was so funny, and they just, like, they couldn't believe that it was what it was. Like, it was so adorably funny. Like, it was so awesome. And after the news spread, the U.S. Air Force didn't want to talk about the gay bomb anymore because, you know, one, it never happened, and two, they admitted to, like, yo, we did do that, but it was never even a possibility. Like, it wasn't even. And then real scientists actually stepped forward, and they were like, the idea is impossible, and they claimed that the human mind, the way it worked in attraction was super complex, and a single chemical could not alter the way this worked. Which is really funny, because they claimed that it was impossible, yet they tried to make it happen. And then sooner or later, Congress finds out. And, you know, naturally so, they wanted to know why the U.S. military would consider making a gay bomb. They wanted to know what went through their heads when that happened. And people were especially mad when the U.S. government, when they asked the military for $7.5 million. They were like, yo, what? What you need? They were baffled that they needed almost $8 million to put this project into effect. And a lot of people thought, like, yo, this is an actual waste of taxpayer money to make this a thing. Like, it would have drained us dry. And you gotta think, what if it did work? And what if, like, they asked for $8 million to make this thing, like, make it happen, and then it actually ended up working? So they wouldn't actually need more money to fund this operation. And what do you know? As soon as people started looking more into it, the gay bomb was not the only idea that they had. No, listen to this. Are you ready? You're not ready for this. They tried coming up with a bad breath bomb, a bee bomb, and a diarrhea bomb. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, why would they even think about stuff like that? At least make it da-da-da-da. So apparently the bad breath bomb was to make it to where your breath smelled so bad that your comrades would not want to be near you. A bee bomb is to where, like, they would drop a bee bomb on, like, their enemies, and then bees would come out and start stinging them, and it would hurt. And it would be especially bad if some of them were allergic to them. And, you know, the diarrhea bomb would make it to where, like, their stomach problems would be so bad that they couldn't fight in wars. Which I feel like I see the vision, but, like, come on. It becomes a joke in pop culture, and to this day, people still talk about it. Today, the gay bomb is like a, how do I say this? It's like a funny, bizarre thing that happened in U.S. military history. And yeah, it went down as one of the most ridiculous experiments ever even thought about by the U.S. government. And if you try asking the U.S. government about it now, they'll be like, what? No, really? They'll either admit it blatantly or they'll just deny it. Like, but it's funny to think about. But yeah, I know this was it was a weird drift from an average, normal, everyday content. I talk about Jesus and, like, religious history and stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because I thought it'd be funny. Yeah. But I feel like that's the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because these videos actually take a really long time to make, and you'd be doing me the biggest favor if you actually did do those things. Make sure to subscribe, because we're about to hit 100,000 subscribers. But yeah, I feel like that's about it. I thank you, I love you, and God bless.